Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. I am Cynthia Biggs-Dyke and I should like to introduce you to my parish. I'd like to introduce you to the parish in an historical context, recalling some of the events that have taken place here in the past 2 decades, and to introduce you also to some of the characters who have made this place a very lively place of encounter. Yes, as I was saying, I would like to introduce you to some of the characters who have made the parish very lively over the past 2 decades. Within the parish is also this very popular park, which in the summertime is very lively with the boats and the children. They have just redesigned the play area, and that is proving extremely popular today. But one of the aspects of the moral aspect of leisure and enjoyment and holidays and so on is the fact that one can enjoy freedom. Freedom to go wherever, to be among people, to have a good time with your fellow men. This indeed is a very important aspect of holidays. It's a very important aspect of freedom. Unfortunately, in the world in which we live, freedom is very much under threat. It was George Orwell who wrote many years ago a book predicting that by the year 1984 freedom would be so curtailed by vigilance of others to the point of Big Brother looking over your shoulder and looking over you every time you turn. And it seems to me that this is the point we have now reached in Exhibition Park. 2 bank holidays ago, in the month of April, and we're now today on the 7th of August, there were it was thought necessary by the council to appoint a security man, or a security person, to be present, to provide a permanent presence during the daytime, morning until 7:30 of the evening approximately. Now it seems to me that the appointment of this security person has to a great extent curtailed the freedom of people. Freedom to do what is natural and to enjoy the beautiful atmosphere and the amenities that the park provides. I say this because I encountered that security person once myself, and he made an assertion to the point that I was loitering in the toilet. As a first point of encounter, as the first words, which seemed to me the wrong way to approach anyone. It seemed to me a very anti-freedom way of introducing yourself or making your presence felt, either in a citizen's capacity or in a professional work situation capacity. And so it's particularly that which I would like to draw attention to, because in the world in which we live, they're not just families and 2.5 children and so on. They are individuals with rights who seem to have been ousted out by a certain faction who would like to make it quite plain that Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so with their children are all that exist, and that the young people and the people who would like to use these amenities beyond Mr. and Mrs. Average with 2.5 children, they of course have a right to enjoy the facilities of the park. But it seems to be by the appointment of a security person whose main occupation seems to be in invigilating over the public toilets, that he alone is now making things very difficult for people. And this is what rather worries me, and to me is an anti-freedom aspect.